Portland Antifa riot arrestee charged over child sex abuse and making child porn. So, what's really the reason why these mugshots that I released in 2020 are so important is that it creates a public record and also for a way for people to find out when these Antifa riot arrestees go on to do different things. Um, in September, I've already reported on a different Antifa riot arrestee who was arrested outside of Portland in a child sex sting, and with the name and the pictures that I had from his multiple arrests before, I was able to make the connection very quick that it was the same person. So unfortunately, that's will be harder moving forward because Democrats passed a what I think is probably an unconstitutional law blocking the release of jail photos, mugshots of criminal suspects starting from this year and, well, going onward forever. Um, so this suspect is William Kerr. I circled the picture on the bottom left when there was a large group of um, Antifa riot arrestees in November 2016, by the way. He was part of that. So years ago, when this was the start of how I saw Antifa, and if you've seen me speak before, you probably heard this story. Was at that time an editor for the student newspaper at Portland State, and I was assigned to go cover the protests in Portland after the election win had been announced that it was Donald Trump. And Portland had 3 days of rioting, and that was the first time I saw these mobs of people in black bloc destroying the city, like with impunity, just smashing up car after car after car, window after window, business on the businesses, um, and starting fires. And they did so much in damage to parts of downtown. It was it was truly shocking, but you know, that would go on to actually be very, very um, uh, small compared to what the violence that they would enact on the city from that point onwards. Anyways, William Kerr was one of the riot arrestees that night. Unsurprisingly, his case was dismissed, as were most of the cases of the arrestees from those 72 hours of far left political violence. Anyways, on the 2nd of November, that's the photo of him on the right here, was arrested by Gresham police, and he's been charged with felony first degree sexual abuse, felony using a child in a display of sexually explicit conduct, and 2 charges of fourth degree assault. So this is my reporting on no go zone, which is my locals, ngo.locals.com. If you like my reporting, if you think it's important, please become a supporter on my locals and my Patreon, please. And then here's a shocking thing. In March of last year, he was arrested and charged with being a felon in possession of a firearm, unlawful use of a weapon, and attempted murder, and some other serious charges. And all the charges were either dropped by the district attorney's office or dismissed by the judge. So in the end, all the charges, none of them applied anymore in this attempted murder case from last year.